Hello.
So, my name is FaiThaiFoodTruck Blaze,
And I'm Nathan Blaze.
and we live in Knoxville, Tennessee. I migrated from Thailand 4 years ago and been married to this guy for 3 years. And we now starting our food truck business. And what we want to talk about is how we get the food truck business start.
Yeah, how we started it. How we went from just an idea to realness.
So it's all start from me. So I came to America planning to study master degree in communication science, but because of the financial situation that I could not make it there, so I just kind of work in the restaurant as a server for about 3 years, try to save up the money. And the food truck thing is start to become real when
you met?
I think last year.
Oh.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, when we met, I always think about this, and
This is like something you've always wanted to do.
yeah.
You wanted to get out of the whole going to work thing.
Yeah, I think everyone do, right?
Working for yourself is different from working for other people.
Yeah. But little as we know,
Little did we know.
yeah, little did we know, it's just a hard shit.
Yeah, it's way harder than we could have expected. Even with like, if you watch those food truck things on like Food Network or whatever, they all say like, "Oh, it's so tough starting out," and you're like, "Yeah, it's probably tough," but you really don't. You don't really understand how tough it is. Like, it takes a lot of grit to
it takes a lot
keep
of
going
energy.
through it. Because like, there's times where you just don't want to deal with it. You know, you just want to quit.
Yeah. So last year in August, I came up with the concept and plan. You know, just try to finish out my business plan, and my concept is the Thai food inspired by street food of Bangkok, where I am from. So yeah, I saved up money about $20,000 on my own saving, and then I take the loan out for $32,000.
Yeah.
And I have to go through all my business planning like yearly. You know, like my original plan start in April, like in April 2018.
The original plan was to start selling food in April.
In April?
April 1st, I guess.
Yeah, in April 1st. And I have to do all kind of numbers financially, you know, and then like how much the food will cost and all that. Like this much paper that I have to work on.
Yeah.
I finish it all, and because of I get involved with the organization called SCORE. They help local people start up the business for free. So I know this old man from the SCORE, and he hooked me up with the guy, the middleman that gonna build the food truck. But little did he know.
Little did we know, little did he know.
Yeah, that this guy is a con man basically. So
yeah,
we hook up with him. We went to like a couple meetings with him before we agree, and then he gave me the purchase order for the food truck, how much it costs and all that. We've been through all that, and then he kind of get us, right?
Yeah. He was a real salesman because he seemed very legit, which I guess a con man would want to be.
Yeah.
and want to do.
Manipulator.
And he said he had a friend who could make a food truck for us, someone who he worked with himself, because he has his own food truck, which is real. He really does have a food truck, very big one, and everything seemed really cool. Like he has made, it seemed like he had a company that made food trucks. That's kind of what I thought in the very beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he has done this a million times. Like he's, gone through a company that he works with and makes food trucks all the time. That's how it seemed.
Mm-hmm.
And as time went on, we find out more and more, and he's really just a guy that
a guy
has a food truck and
just unreliable. Like we hire him hoping that he will help us out, like from the hard thing that we have to deal with. But and we actually know that we have to pay him somehow. When you actually hire someone to do the thing for you,
mm-hmm.
you not expect them to do it for free, right? But he actually tell us, oh, I'm doing this for free. This is becoming work than what I thought. Like I didn't even get anything from you guys.
He's trying to guilt trip us, make us feel bad that we're making him do all this for free, which we didn't make him do it for free. We would have been glad to pay him for it, but he never
tell us how much.
Yeah,
because
he
never
wanted to do
more.
That. If he had brought it up like, hey, I'm going to do this, but it's not going to be free. I'm going to do it for some kind of fee or whatever. We would have just agreed on a price, and then we would have gone through it.
Yeah, we stupid. We were stupid.
Yeah.
like we did not.
Naive, I guess, not stupid.
Naive and stupid, and
naive.
I think we were a victim of the fortune,
Yeah.
So what I learned from it is, before you actually gonna go doing business with anyone, it doesn't matter who, background check is very important.
Really check on who they
check
are.
Check this guy out.
And if they say they know somebody, you get the contact information of that person too.
Yeah. Contact everyone. Make sure you read everything on the paper.
Yeah, because the company that he was talking about, they didn't know. We found out way later that he didn't know them. They didn't know him. He just kind of went as far south as he could.
Yeah.
And is a legit company, but they thought he was just a new customer getting a food truck. They didn't even know about us. He didn't tell them about us. Yeah.
And I learned that when you do business, verbally is not work.
Yeah.
You have to get everything in writing and make everything clear up front. Like how much you're gonna pay, how much it actually costs, how much he's gonna get,
who he's going through.
Yeah, who he's going through.
Everything should be laid out.
Yeah, lay out first, talk through, check everything.
Yeah,
like really if you actually have a money, you should hire a lawyer to, be
do
with
it all
you.
legally. Have your lawyer with you when you're signing something. Like, have this agreement for what this man is doing if you ever even bother going with a middleman like that, because it might be a good thing to go through somebody like that. They can get all the stuff done that you may otherwise not want to do,
Yeah.
All the paperwork and stuff. Like if he was getting permits and health inspections and fire inspections and all the different things that you need to start up, if they do all that for you, that sounds great.
Yeah.
It saves so much time and hassle. If they could do all that for you, get your food truck made the way you want it and everything, it's a lot of work, It's a lot of work to do. He should be paid for it. But also, they have to actually do it.
Yeah. So. And I learned that you should do research in order to know what is the fact, not the opinion,
Yeah.
Fact is not opinion. Whatever people say, it doesn't matter, like, to be honest. What they say, it doesn't matter until you find out that is the fact. Then you can just trust and become, like, believe what they say or what people surrounding you say. Like, a lot of people, before I start this business thing, People just like, oh, don't do it. You know, you never have a life. You never, you know. Maybe it's true.
We haven't actually started cooking and stuff yet. We'll see how time consuming it is.
Yeah,
it will be.
But
to me, it's fine. I mean,
whatsoever people say, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. You have to believe in yourself enough to get out from your head. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be real, be real. It doesn't matter people say about you or what opinion that they think about you or what they try to manipulate you. You know, because it's always, you know, I learned that you have to always trust your first thought, your gut. You know, trust your gut. If you feel things that not right, then do not believe. You know, ask and go through it. Doesn't matter how many
awkward,
times,
right?
Yeah.
Like if
ask
they feel
stupid
weird.
question. If you don't understand, ask it. You know, even if that question is stupid, who cares?
And watch out for like weird excuses.
Yeah.
Because this man, I don't know how many times he broke his phone, but I think I've counted like 3 or 4 times that he broke his freaking phone.
He even burned his house. Working. You know, the house.
His house burned down. I mean, how legit is all that? You know, does that sound real? Like you broke your phone 3 times in 2 months? No, unless you're really unlucky and your house burned down, so you're super unlucky.
Yeah.
Like that seems like a big deal. He was still kind of trying to talk to us about this deal, and it wasn't a big deal that his house burned down. Like I'd be a little more worried. Like, hold on, I can't deal with your shit because I'm doing it for free and I can't deal with it. My house fucking burned down. Yeah. Okay, yeah, see ya. Let's go ahead and deal with the house burned down thing. Because
I learned that like you actually don't need a middleman to do your business. You know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, business is yours. You do it yourself. You know, it's kind of like your baby. You know, you have to bear the baby. Yeah. Till the baby is born, you know. So
the day you first start cooking.
Yeah. Yep. It's your, you know. Do it yourself. Not go through any kind of middleman or anything. No need for that. I think try to get started. You learn. You say, oh, but I don't know what to do at first, and then like I don't know what to do first, and you know, I don't know what I have to learn about doing everything. Then search, you know, on the internet or learn it by yourself. You go out there to the people who actually work in that field, like the city people, you know, the government people. They tell you exactly what to do. You learn as you go. You don't need a middleman. No.
And if you feel like you can't deal with all that and you do need a middleman, just I don't know. Do all the things we said before.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just make sure. Get a background check, I guess.
Yeah, background check is very important.
If we had a background check for this guy, we would have found that he had some arrests. He had some issues in his past. You know, and there was something even more recent while we were working with him.
He's stealing cocaine too. You know?
Can you believe that?
He probably used my money to. You know, so what happened is we found out with this guy that the purchase order that he gave us and the real purchase order from the truck company doesn't match. In order to start the food truck, to make it built, we need to put $9,000, just only $9,000 in order to start. But from this middleman said. It will cost me $16,000, which is I gave it to him, and of course he kept $7,000. You know. Yeah. And that's what is the issue that we talk about.
It really costs us a lot because that money is just it doesn't affect anybody else. It affects us. It's gone to us. Everybody else, they still need whatever money they are owed for the trailer. So we still have to pay the full amount for the trailer, but we already paid to the guy who stole it. You know, that kind of, you know what I mean? So that money is just gone. He just
So, and we found out that
the worst possible thing.
The price of the trailer is only $23,000.
Yeah.
Which is, the con man say is $30,000.
Yeah.
So, and the purchase order of the con man version and the factory version, it doesn't match. That is something that I need to have in order to cook in the trailer. So I have to spend another $5,600. You know. Yeah. So, yeah, we went to the police and we're dealing with the investigation, and the investigator guy, just, you know, he know exactly what is his name, what he did.
He knew the guy already.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, good already. That we hired this guy who did this stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
But what I don't understand is the score. You know, the score company should make sure that you know, get legit person.
Yeah, if the guy we're dealing with originally, who's helping us with the business plan, recommends somebody, we should be able to trust this person from the business plan helper. You know, his recommendations should be legit. I guess this is why when people don't deal with people who have felony charges and stuff, this is why, I guess.
Yeah, I know people need to have a second chance, you know, or a third chance, fourth chance, whatever.
Like, we didn't know this guy had any issues, and if he did in the past, it's fine as long as he doesn't do anything now. But like, I guess he had to dip in there. He had to get his hand in that pot. He could have just asked us, and we would have said because it's business, man. You know?
I don't care like what you've been through.
I'm not trying to get a free anything, you know.
I don't care what you've been through in the past, you know. Now we're doing business.
Yeah.
It's the, you know, like, what matters present time is matter, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what happened in the past, but because we found out on the hard way. It's kind of hurt us, you know. We found out from the police and researching the police.
Hopefully anybody doing this would just not even have to deal with this. Like, the people they deal with just don't have a past like that. Like, you know, no offense to this guy. Well, I don't really care if there's offense, but there just shouldn't even be this kind of problem at all.
Yeah. So that's the I think the hardest, right? That was the hardest.
That was the worst
problem
part of our situation
of the business, of this food truck business. And after we found out that the con man guy is the fake guy, so we kind of dealing with the company, the factory directly, and everything went well. I pay more money, way more money than I expect, you know. So make sure you have money to cover all that, because I'm now running out of my money, and
it's getting close.
Yeah, it's getting very close to being broke, you know.
Like, having to really sell and make money.
Yeah. So, we went to Georgia to get our trailer back to Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. We have to drive 7 hours there and 7 hours back.
Yeah, and I had never driven with a trailer before.
Yeah.
So it was my first
we
time.
had flat tires.
Yeah, we had an issue with the the electronic brakes and the electronic brake controls. I didn't really know how to use them, and I really should have looked at the manual and stuff before we went. But anyway, didn't use them right. One of the wheels was locking up every time I was braking, and it was just dragging on the road as we went every time I broke. So we were stopping at like a gas station, and as I was coming off the highway, we were luckily going really slow up a hill, and then one of the tires didn't explode or anything, but it started leaking. It was burning. It was getting really hot, obviously, all the friction. And then I saw it in my rear view mirror, and we parked and looked at it, and it was as flat as it could be, you know. We filled it up with some air, heard the sound of it. Took about 2 hours to figure out what to do, how to do it. Your mom was like working on the garden out there.
Okay, so all that is done, we get the teller, which is I'm gonna show you guys in the next video. But I want to go through the registration thing that I have to have in order to get the business started. You know, in America, like they want to make sure you are real and they can track you down. You know, whatever you do.
Yep.
In every way, the taxes, the cleanliness, you know, like the legal, like the registration, vehicle registration, everything that you do, they want to keep eye on you. So, yeah, the first thing I did is, if you want to have a business, you kind of want to make your business separate from yourself, you know, because you don't want people to just get to you and get on your things and take everything away from you if you get sued. So I went, I registered for the limited liability company. So I registered my company, and my company named FaiThaiFoodTruck LLC. That cost me $300 in order to register my business, you know. Just like when you have a child, you have to have the birth certificate. It's just kind of like that, you know.
Yeah. Like a new person, new entity.
Yeah, new entity. So I did that, and then I did the tax registration. So every money that you make, every penny, the government wants to know how much you make. You have to register the tax, and you have to have they call EIN number, which is employee identification number. You know, they can track you down how much you make, and you have to report everything honestly. I don't know how much I have to report this year. I think the government have to help me a little bit for the taxes. You know, like when I get tax returns because I spent all the money.
Yeah.
So yeah. And
that's another thing. Keep track of all your receipts and everything you're doing regarding the business, because it's all business related. You can write it off on your taxes, or
I guess so.
We've been told.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
We'll figure that out when that comes up.
Yeah, and we kind of have to let you know again how much or how we did it.
How to deal with that.
Yeah, and then the third one is if you want to do business in the city, you know, in this land of this country. So you have to register that too. It's called a business license. You have to have the city business license and the county business license. So if you live in one or the other, you don't have to have both. But I kind of like live on the edge of everything. So I have to have 2 licenses. Okay.
County and city.
Yes. And then of course, the food truck is dealing with heat, with water, with grease, with, you know, electricity. So you have to deal with people who actually gonna
tell you everything you have is okay.
Yeah,
right?
It's just like how you get the water into your truck, how you how your waste, like where your wastewater will go or something like that. So in Knoxville, Tennessee, the organization that worked on it is called KUB, Knoxville Utility Board. Yeah, I have to talk to the guy, and the guy tell me what to do, and I have to get the exact address or the company that my wastewater will go. So I have to dump my water over there, not somewhere else. You know, you cannot just dump your water anywhere you want, no, because they want to keep everything clean and everything to be do in the right way.
Yeah.
And the grease control, you cannot dump your grease anywhere. You have to dump your grease somewhere that right and has the license to do it, you know. So register with KUB is free and super easy. The guy's so kind, you know. He explained to me very clearly, and I finished that in like maybe 10 minutes. And then of course the food truck dealing with the fire, right? My fire has deep fryer and the wok, which has a frame. When you're dealing with frame or the fire, you have to have the fire inspection, which is require you to have the fire suppression system. It means when your truck is burned down, you have to make sure you have something that gonna get rid of the fire.
When you if your truck gets too hot, this system will kick in, and it's a sprinkler system over all the different burners and stuff you have. Any open fire, any open kind of heat source, really.
And we found out that the truck company didn't ask, and I didn't know.
We didn't know. They didn't ask us if we know, and they don't do it if we don't ask.
Yeah, they don't do it if we don't ask. That's mean I have to spend another 2,500 plus labor, I guess.
I think I really hope it's below 3,000, but it'll be somewhere
around
between
3,000.
25 and 3,000.
In order to install that on the hood, you know, like here is the hood, right? And then you have to have the sprinkler system, you know, to like just get the foam, right? It's not a water.
It's a Class K extinguisher, whatever the liquid is in there. It puts out grease fires. That's what you're worried about, grease fires.
And that
just stops the fire fast is what it does.
Yeah. And
it makes a mess.
We have to deal with the health department inspection as well, which went very well because
they came in, saw everything was brand new and clean, and they're like, "You're good." So that was easy.
But that cost another $210, and they have to make sure our hot water system running well.
Which he didn't. He didn't check. So
yeah, but it went well. Like the hot water, because the system is new. So we expect that to work very well. And we already tested ourselves. It's work.
Yep.
And you have to make sure you learn, the code. Like employee must wash hand and use hand sanitizer. You cannot touch raw meat. If you're gonna serve raw meat, make sure you wash hand. Or like you can't touch raw food bare hand if you're gonna cook it. If not, then no.
That's right?
Yeah. That's what he said.
And there's no cross-contamination too. Like if you're using a cutting board for vegetables, you have to sanitize the cutting board and then use it if you're going to use it for meat or whatever. You gotta, because vegetables and raw meat, for some reason, when it's that, it can be really bad. Those cross, I don't know why. It's like a bacteria thing or
meat has bacteria. But whatsoever, that's okay. But they have to come back within 30 days when we start selling the food. They have to come back and get the inspection again, and from that point we're gonna get score. The score is 100, so we'll see how much we're gonna get. I think hopefully we get 100.
Yeah, I hope so too. That'd be nice.
And then the tailor, every vehicle, as you know, we have to register.
Yep.
And my tailor is cost $20,000 something dollar. So I have to pay sales tax for it.
How much was that?
It's $1,600.
Yeah, sales tax here I think is 11% or something. It's like
13.
It's like 7% for sales tax, and then there's county and city tax. There's something like that.
So it's about $1,600. And then you have to get everything that you get done. The health department, the KUB, the fire, whatever. After you get all that done, you get city permit, which will tell you exactly where you're gonna park, how long you can park, what kind of food you're gonna sell. They will make you pay $200 in order to let us go sell the food.
Yeah.
So I'm not paying that yet, but I'm about to next week.
There's so much money involved with starting up something like this.
Yep. And then we have to have insurance for the like to cover the trailer if it get hit or something happen to it. And then we have to have the liability insurance, which is if someone gets sick from it, you know, they not sue you, they sue the company, and that liability insurance will go toward everything. That's cost me another $1,000 a year, and we can make 3 payments separately.
Yeah.
So it's not happened yet, but it's about to happen.
And that's not normal, the 3 payment thing. That's like we're going with Nationwide, and I guess they do 1, 2, or 3 payments over the whole year. So after the bill comes in, you have 20 days for the first, 120 days for the second, 210 days for the last one. And other people make you pay it all up front. So it wasn't too much. It was $910 or something.
It's okay to pay 1 payment.
Yeah, but just because we have so many other expenses right now, we're probably going to go with the 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually they make you pay it all up front, so be aware of that.
And then we have to have the logo. You know, I kind of like, because I love drawing and all that, I kind of know how to design things. Not much though, but yeah, if you kind of know, and it would be nice if you can use the, what is called, Illustrator?
Adobe
Illustrator. You know, you can use that if you can do it by yourself, because that's gonna cost you another $500, you know, to design, and then another $500 to print out your logo.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So my logo is, I'm working on it. It's not done yet. My trailer's still naked, has no brand and no nothing, but I already have the mock-up design by myself. Yeah. And I'm gonna go talk to someone in order to get that finished. Yeah, that's basically it. Yep. Yeah, just so you know that don't trust anyone, you know.
Yeah,
like you can trust them, but make sure you smart. You know, like it's just like everything else in your life, right? You cannot live without untrust, you know. Like you have to let yourself go a little bit in order to get things done. But just so you know, you have to make sure that is the fact, not the opinion, or, you know, just do research, get everything on paper, you know, write out everything.
Just be careful, be aware.
Yeah, because when the problem happens,
that's the main takeaway.
When the problem happens, it's gonna stay. The problem will stay. It's not go away easily. It's not just like, oh, I want to fart, I fart, and then the fart is go away. Not that easy. It's hard, especially in America. You have to deal with the lawyer. You have to deal with the court. You know.
Yeah, it becomes a big stupid issue. Yeah.
When you make stupid mistake, you hoping that it will go away very quickly. No, because it will involve so many people, and it takes time. Who knows when I'm gonna get that $7,000 back? Maybe I would not get it back at all, you know.
Yeah. Well, the only good thing about the only thing about that money is that money was actually loaned money, so it's not really our money that he stole. It feels like our money, and part of it kind of is, but it's from our loan company. Yeah, so luckily they have a lawyer, and we can. Yeah,
I loaned that money. And then that guy take that money. It's come back to me. I have to spend my own money.
Yeah, originally
to finish the project.
We couldn't use the check. The check had to be like verified by our bank. So we wanted to start. So she used her own money. Yeah. And we even told this guy like, hey, like she told him, this is my money. I worked hard for this. This is not the loan money. This is mine. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll take care of it. And look at what happened. So don't believe everything people say. That's the main point of the video.
Yeah, and try to get everything local. You know, that means like get everything close to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Do everything like banking company that build your things. You know,
try to make
your local people. Yeah. That will help a lot. Yeah. Because when something happen, if they far away, like if we, you know, just like basically just like the company that we use for the tailor. That the con man.
He went like us. So far away to make this happen. 7 hours away, and we had to drive. Like, delivery would have been $767. We drove down there because it was so expensive to not do it that way. Plus, she wanted to see it, and I did too. And yeah, it was. I mean, that's a huge hassle. Well, luckily, we spent less than we would have having it delivered, so it was worth it, and we got to see it beforehand. But yeah,
we spent I think $250.
Yeah, something like that. So
better than
like $500 less than what we would have spent, which is a good deal. Very good. But man, not worth it. Like, not worth the hassle. Like, to have somebody that far away do something like that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stuff around you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
make sure you get local people.
I think we had something an hour and a half away in like Chattanooga we could have gone with, or even Nashville.
Even like Knoxville,
yeah, Knoxville probably has
food truck here too.
Yeah, so things are going to be around you. Don't. You know, when our middleman guy said that he had this place in Georgia, we should have been like, no, Tennessee. Hello, like why are we going with Georgia? Waycross. We thought it was like near Atlanta, but it's like 6 hours. 6 hours difference between Atlanta's
like
3 hours.
3 hours from Atlanta.
And, Atlanta's 3 hours, and then this place was 6 to 7 hours. So
luckily, it's not like a 15 hours.
Yeah, like in Florida or something.
Yeah. Luckily, it's just
they
Georgia.
were in Florida too originally, Tampa.
Yeah, in Tampa. Oh my God, we gotta have to fly there.
Oh, I would just die.
No. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Meet you in the next video. Hopefully, coming back very soon. I'm gonna show you and take the tour around the tailor and try to get my logo done before I show you.
Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching. See ya.